Hey everybody, thank you for stopping by. I thought it would be fun to go over some big gear changes that I made for myself over the past few weeks. Ever since I did my luxury item video, there's been a couple items that I was hoping to bring back, but how would I bring it back and save some weight or find something that functions better for me. And then there's just a couple other items that I knew I was already going to take with me that I wanted to swap out for lighter things or things that took up less space. And so I have 6 items that I wanted to show you, and maybe this will give you guys some ideas too if you're looking to lighten the load in your pack as well, or just looking at other people's gear to get ideas for what you want to bring on your hike. So let's get started. So the first piece of gear that I decided to swap out is my headlamp. Originally I had gone with the black diamond headlamp, and this thing weighs 4 ounces with the 4 AAA batteries inside of it. It's a little on the heavy side. It's a great headlamp. It's really bright. It's got a lot of functions on it, and I've had this for several years, and it's always worked really, really well. But I watched Sarah Duma's review on her headlamp that she used for the PCT, and I was sold immediately. She did a great job of covering all the functions of it, and it's super lightweight. It's a rechargeable headlamp, and it's the NITECORE NU20, and I'll hold the box up so you can see that. It's that there. And it comes with the strap here. It's pretty thick. And it has like a really long charging cord with it too. But what's great is that I was able to actually just make my own strap for it with this really lightweight cord. And then I've got my little cinch on the back here too, where I can tighten it down. But by doing that, I saved, you know, a little bit of weight on it, and it only weighs 1.10 ounces altogether with this little cord on. So what's great too with this cord is I don't have to take this with me because my iPhone charging cord actually fits into here, so I don't have to bring an extra cord for no reason, and I get to save weight there as well. I went from 4 ounces to pretty much 1 ounce, and absolutely love it. It works great. Sarah did a great job of reviewing it, so I will put the link for her video in the description below if you want to take a look at it and see if it's something you might be interested in swapping out as well. So the second item that I decided to bring back from my luxury item video and change out for something else is my umbrella. And I decided to originally get the umbrella because of the sunlight in the desert and to have some way of protecting myself from being under the hot sun. And also because I really wanted to have something for break times, and if I couldn't, you know, find any shade, it would just be really, really comforting to have your umbrella with you to be able to find some shade out there. And also the fact that I'm leaving in March, I could be running into possibly some more, you know, harder weather as far as like cold rain or sleet or things like that. So I thought, you know what, it might be smart to at least just start out with the umbrella. It's always something I can send home if I don't need. But instead of using this, you know, light cheapy umbrella, which I didn't think would hold up very well out there, and it's 8 ounces, I went with a 7-ounce Gossamer Gear Light Flex umbrella, and a lot of other PCT hikers have used this in the past, and so it's something that I checked out myself. And it fits really well onto the back of your backpack. It's not the most compact thing, but it's super lightweight, and it fits really easily into most of the little straps that are on the back of your backpack. So again, I'll give it a shot and see if it's something that I find useful out there, and I can always just send it home if I don't really use it very much. So on to the third gear item that I changed out. I had mentioned in my gear review videos about my Uniqlo puffy jacket that I was concerned that it didn't feel like it was going to keep me warm enough. I tested it out many times, and it just never felt like it was really doing the job that I was hoping it would for me. I get cold really easily. I really wanted something that, you know, if it gets wet, it's still going to protect me. So I decided to actually go with the Arc'teryx Atom AR jacket, and I absolutely love this jacket. I've tested it out many times now, and in pretty cold weather, it's weather resistant. I wouldn't say it's waterproof, but it definitely repels water to some degree. And if it gets wet, it's synthetic, so it's not going to, you're not going to freeze to death, and I really find that comforting. But it's a really warm jacket for me, and it feels really comfortable down to, I've used it down to 30 degrees, and it was perfect. I really didn't have to put much underneath as a layer either, so it's almost like a standalone jacket, which is great. but you know, it might be run too warm for certain people, but I get cold really easily, so I find comfort in knowing that I have something that I know is going to protect me out there the way that I need it to in all conditions. Really happy with the Arc'teryx jacket. It is a little on the pricey side. I was able to find a used one, so I got a good deal on it, but definitely look into it. I'll put the link below for all these items that I'm showing you so that you'll be able to check out any of these gear items and get more information about pricing and details if you're interested in them. So take a look. So the fourth item that I needed to change out was definitely for our function. I decided to go with the 20,000 milliamp ANKER charger instead of the 10,000, and that's because I'm going to be uploading daily videos and doing editing while I'm out on the trail, so I'm going to be using a lot of iPhone battery power. And I have my camera, I have my headlamp, and I have my GARMIN as well, and I hope to bring rechargeable batteries for my camera and have those charged up in town so I won't have to deal with, you know, using this for that. But still, I just wanted to make sure that I had enough to cover everything. There are going to be some longer stretches out there, so that's why I switched this out. It's a little on the heavier side. My 10,000 was 6.4 ounces, so this is 12.8 ounces, so it's definitely a brick, but it's something that I think is going to be a necessity for me. So for the fifth item that I decided to change, if you watched my luxury item video, you saw that I was thinking about doing cold soaking as my cook system, and that's something that I've been trying out to see if that was something that I was gonna like to do. And so I've tried different food items and rehydration, and I found that I really didn't like the amount of time that certain things were taking to rehydrate, and I didn't like that it felt so restrictive. I don't mind eating cold food, but I really didn't like the restrictions of, you know, certain foods are going to take a lot longer, that I'd have to try to remember on the trail to hydrate things so that they would be ready for me to eat in a couple hours. I just didn't like that. So, and I thought, you know what, I think maybe I will benefit from having some hot coffee and, you know, feeling like I can have some hot, you know, mountain house meals and things like that on the trail. So I decided to bring my stove back, but the changes I made were I went from the Jetboil Flash, which weighs 14.2 ounces and it's big, and I decided to go with the Toaks titanium pot. And for my stove, oh, this is a 750 ml. And then for my stove, I went for the BRS 3000T stove. And the two of these together only weighs 4.3 ounces. So I'm saving almost 10 ounces, and not to mention that there's a huge size difference, so I'm taking up less space in my backpack too, which is, you know, something that I thought was pretty cool. So I'm really happy with the switch, and I'm happy to have the fact that I can actually cook some food out there. I think that gave me some sense of comfort knowing that I can still do that. So really happy with this choice, one of my favorites. So for my sixth gear change that I decided on, I've had several people ask me if I've finally made a decision on my sleep system and whether or not I was going to use the Thermarest Z-Lite pad or if I was going to use my Big Agnes SLX Q-Core mattress. And so this is originally was what I was going to use, and my Big Agnes SLX plus the Pump House together, those weigh 20.5 ounces. Absolutely love this mattress. It's super comfortable. So this decision has nothing to do with comfort. It's a great mattress. I did notice that I did get a little chilly on some cold nights though, without insulation between me and this mattress. So that would be the only thing, is it, you know, holds a lot of air inside of it that can get chilly, but it's super comfortable, and I really like it. But because I really wanted to keep my mattress and I also wanted to keep my pad too, I made some changes that I thought would be pretty cool and work together great. And so what I did was I bought the Neo Air X-Lite short pad, and this is only 47 inches long, and it only weighs, it's advertised at 8 ounces, but mine actually weighs 6.8 ounces. So I don't know if they gypped me on some material or what, but so I'm just gonna call it 7 ounces. And my Z-Lite Thermarest pad, because I really wanted to bring this along too, not for sleeping on by itself because I couldn't do it. I tried it out and it just was killing my shoulders and my hips, but I really wanted to have it so that I could like you know, lay back on it and take an afternoon nap on it after lunch, or if I wanted to use it at camp to sit on, or possibly use it as an insulating layer on top of my mattress or below my mattress. So I like the fact that it's got options, and it's something that I really wanted to try to bring with me. So these come at 72 inches long, and what I did was I cut it down to 40 inches. So it's a little longer than torso length, but it only weighs 8 ounces, or just shy of 8 ounces. And then with this only weighing 7 ounces, the two of these together are only 15 ounces. So I was really stoked about that I get to bring both with me, and they still weigh less than my big Agnes and the pump house together. So I actually saved over 5 ounces with my sleep system, and I get to bring both with me. So that was probably my biggest, most exciting change, and I'm really super excited. Anyway, those are the big changes that I made over the last couple weeks, and I've added a couple small things here and there just to kind of, you know, make sure that I'm ready to go in a little over 40 days from now. So I'll be sure to put out a complete gear list of the things that I'm starting with on the PCT, and I'll probably put that list out soon so that if there's anybody else that's trying to make some decisions, that maybe it'll help you out with picking your gear as well. Well, thank you for stopping by, and just a reminder, I'm going to be putting daily videos out once I'm on the trail, so hit that subscribe button if you haven't already so that you can follow me on my PCT journey. And I'm also going to put links below in the description for all the items that I've covered today, so if you want more information on any of these items, just look below in the description and make sure you hit that subscribe button. All right, I'll talk to you later. Thanks guys, bye.